why has Little Turtle and the importance of Kikianga been watered down and almost taken out of history?
When I was in school, I can remember them actually talking about Little Turtle and Kikianga. And by the time that my children reached school, it almost all had disappeared. You know, it almost had all disappeared. And I think, to me, this is just, history has to be spun in the direction of the people that are in power. And the people that are in power, Mad Anthony Wayne was the big hero, okay? And the folks that came out here and conquered Indiana and got rid of those savages and all this, those are the important people. And they've made heroes out of them. And when you go back and you read Indian history, real Indian history, you find out that America was influenced, our government, our Constitution, elements of our Constitution came from basically Indian law. You know, there's been so many places that it's been touched, and yet you cannot go find that in a history book. Why? Well, because we need to make the founding fathers to be the important folks. You know, and I think you gentlemen really had an excellent discussion here just a little bit about, you know, this is the gang thing, okay? Once again, the white gang wants to write the history, and the history simply excludes those people that they feel aren't important. They aren't the right color. They serve their purpose of being the target of eradication, and that's the end. That's the end of it. It's just, it's not part. They don't want it in our history books. I was seeing something. I just heard this the other day, that they're talking about how the white slave owners were really the people that helped out the slaves. I mean, completely rewriting, twisting it in a totally. You would think, the engineer in me goes, how can this be? You know, the facts are this, this, and this, and then you go this, and it's like, how do you get there? But you have to not underestimate the hubris of people that truly have power. And it all comes back to that, because they are going to write the history the way they want the history written. And if they don't want Little Turtle in it, Little Turtle is not going to be in it. And end of conversation, you know. It's unfortunate. I don't believe that way. Other people don't believe that way. But we don't get to write the history books. The people in power get to write the history books.